and welcome back to the TheDropOutDragon. Today we're going to be looking at something that's a little bit more fun, something that I would not call optimal in the least, but something that I think, some people might enjoy. We're back at it again with Rot. Let me click back over to the game. Level 50 is where I'm invading currently. The stats as are, you see them right there on the page, and we are using the Rotten Battle Hammers. Rotten Battle Hammer is a late game item, and it is something that you can only get one through playthrough, but you can find it in the snowy area. There's plenty of wikis online about where to get that. You'll have to have a buddy drop you a second one or go to New Game Plus, and they're not great. I'm going to go ahead and just put that out there as best as I can. They're not great. If you've heard of Phantom Range, you've heard this introduces a new concept called negative range. these things, I miss people constantly with them, even with the jumping attack. I barely ever hit people through rolls, but they do a decent amount of damage, and they are Scarlet Rot, and I've infused them with poison. It is very easy to poison people with this weapon. It is also very easy to Scarlet Rot people, so that's where we're going to be getting the most of our damage. Our fashion, as you see here, is horrific, but I threw in a little bit of red there. I could have done better with armor, but I decided not to. We have the Mushroom Crown, which you might have seen in another video, and if you don't know about the Mushroom Crown, it actually gives you a buff when something is rotted or poisoned around you. Just a straight damage bonus. It is also horrific, and but it's decent stats there, but it weighs a lot, so you have to put that into consideration. And we've got the Kindred of Rot's Exaltation, which, by the way, stacks with the Mushroom Cap. So it does the exact same thing as the Mushroom Cap, but these two things stack. And it is a noticeable difference in damage. Somebody I saw was talking about the math on it. They came up with a number of like 32% more damage for 30 seconds when something is poisoned or rotted around you. It doesn't reset itself when someone is poisoned around you, at least I don't think it does. So if somebody's still poisoned and you're near them and your buff runs out, it's not going to just click back on. You're going to have to poison or rot them again. It's going to be one of those things. It doesn't happen twice if you poison or rot somebody, so just remember that. You're not going to poison a dude, get 32%, and then rot a guy and get another 32%. That's not how it works. It's just, if it's around you and it happens, it happens. But mostly, we're just going to be having some fun with this, because I do find them fun. I just don't think that they're very good. I've got Carian Retaliation on the Buckler. Honestly, it's just needed in invasions. I mean, I don't create it myself. I'm not glitching it or anything like that. I'm reacting to the casting of summons or hosts, because that's just what you have to do. We've got this Super Dagger. You all know it. Can't pronounce it, but you know it. Does the 140 crit damage. I've put Glintstone Pebble on it because putting another poison on it seemed kind of irrelevant, and it would lower its damage to a point where I thought not really worth it. So I put Glintstone Pebble on it for, some of the more ruder people, see what we can get it off. I could optimize this a whole lot better, but I decided just to kind of go with the fun of it and see what we get. Invasions, especially on PC, are kind of a toss-up, really. They are something that I feel like, at the moment, connection-wise, the amount of summons you're going to run into that are hundreds of levels above you, it can be very infuriating. Running into hosts that are cheating. I've run into multiple people who have like max health, even though they're clearly like level 30 or 40 or 50. I'll tick them both with poison and Scarlet Rot, and the game will just decide, what, fuck you. You don't get to kill that guy, because they've just got too much. And I was just getting invasions on this character before I started recording. You know what? Let's make it a little bit more themed and go down over here to the Scarlet Rot place and see what we get. Let's go ahead and go to Khaled or Red Florida. Let's hit it up and see what we get. Invading another world. Okay, so we're a little bit more on theme now in this place. If you don't know the rest of the fashion, it's just the Sage robe, some more bracelets, and some Night Greaves. None of it is all that fancy or giving me crazy amounts of defense. I'm getting a lot of magic defense, but magic being so tuned as it is, you know how it is. But also, invasions are pretty aggravating for a lot of different reasons, one of which is you'll sometimes frame stutter with trying to sync up with the host. Sometimes the host will be nowhere near your position where you spawn in, as is the case right now, because welcome to my life. This as it stands. We are summoning yet another cooperator. Doesn't seem like there's an easy way down there, so I'm going to go over this way. There's some tombstones, but at least I know they're blocked and probably just waiting on me, where they can gank up a storm and teabag repeatedly, because that's invasions. Get ready for it. I can't totally complain, because again, I am 100% invading into another person's world, and what happens happens. That's the way it is. This isn't a duel. This isn't something, you know, preordained. There's no getting around that. I am very confused what's going on down there, but that's the magic of invasions. Using these in duels, I wouldn't use these in duels unless you have really gotten up to the point where you can handle it. I 100% believe that look at those dogs, big old dogs. I 100% believe that the range on these weapons, considering how fast everything else is, you will be dead. You will be dead. You'll be parried. They're not very dangerous in of themselves. You know, you have to apply the status and hope that pulls the damage for you. But you know, they can be fun. I think that they're fun, but they're definitely not as effective as putting Scarlet Rot on like the ant spurs. The ant spurs are much more effective than these things. I don't know what he's using. I'm gonna guess it's Moonlight. It's Moon Veil. Sorry, it's always Moon Veil. And it's always Moon Veil. And he is out of his FP already. No more fun juice already? No, that's alright. He's got some right there. I have a feeling they will not be too hard to trade with. They're very aggro. You know, just for the hell of it. I'm just going to do this. I knew that branch was there, so if he pulled it out there, it wasn't going to work. There we go. I have my damage bonus for 30 seconds. Will I get anything off with it? Don't know. There we go. I got a little bit of hit there, so he's rotted. That's all it takes. Woo! Sir, you're looking for that item. You're like, man, how do I get rid of this? I'm poisoned and Scarlet Rotted. Oh man, having a bad time. Go ahead and punish that one. This host kind of looks like Babby, so I'm pretty sure he's not going to be that difficult to take down. Go ahead and grab that one. Oh. Really, the thing I should be doing mostly is focusing the host, because you have to bear in mind that you need time damage. It's all status effects, so poisoning them is a good idea. Didn't think they'd turn around there and go ahead and get my blood loss, as is tradition within the invasion. Didn't parry either one of them, which is very unfortunate. Go ahead and just smack him up. Now he wants to be a little bit aggro to me, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit that, and then Poison Mist. There we go. Nice little hit there. Is he rotted now? No, I think he's just poisoned. Yeah, he's just poisoned. The green shows that he's poisoned. When he gets Scarlet Rotted, the green will turn to red. That's not for any particular reason. It's just the way it is. This guy walked up in my face, so I said no. No, thank you. I don't need that in my life. Go ahead and smack him up with that. Try to unlock with a jump there. It just wasn't coming out. See the range there? The range is just very, very piss poor. Now he healed. That actually might be why he got Scarlet Rotted there. Maybe. I'm actually not sure if he is rotted. Well, rotted now. So he's feeling it. We'll go ahead and heal. And I'm going to pop back. Give him some of this, and GG to that guy. So yeah, Glintstone Pebble, big surprise, big shock. It's good. This guy actually had the item to cure himself. Very unfortunate. He's too far for that. I can hit that. And the invasion videos are going to be a lot longer than the duel ones, by the way. You're gonna, in terms of like how long fights take, it's just going to be this way. This guy might disconnect on us the moment he feels that he's going down. Scarlet Rot in this, I could have Kari'd that. I should have Kari'd that. Scarlet Rot in this invasion bracket is not as good as a much lower level character, like you would see on my level 9. Because of the amount of vigor people can rock, and the amount of health, so you can run into issues with that. Oh, he's summoning his buddy yet again. And running away. And we're running. Surprising no one. I missed that. So we can just summon our friend. Yet again. And I get to miss the parry there. That's okay. He's over there trying to get his fun time bullshit. Whack him since he's just wants to be in my way. I delayed that R1 there. That's a little strength weapon trick there. That is the range that I wish I had. But don't. I'm gonna eat shit there. That hurt my feelings. This dude is slowly dying in the background. He's like, man, poison lasts forever. Doesn't it, host? Yes. Woo, all that stamina. Now you get poisoned. I could have Karian'd that too, and I didn't. I keep remembering. I keep forgetting to do that. Bad trade on my part. Will we do it again? I don't know. Could have done that too, and I just keep deciding I don't want to do that. I'm gonna try to bait him out into a parry. He's gonna be like, nah, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, he hit me. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and heal. I don't know where the host went. He's throwing things at me. You know what's funny about that, friendo? I got these too. You want to see? Oh, you're hiding. You're very upset. Oh no! No running R2. I'm having a dog of a time with these two guys. Let me tell you. There we go. Good trade. He might die. Yeah, there we go. So that's 2 times you've died, and now your host is just gonna eat shit. You want to have this fight? I'll win it. GG. Invasions take longer than duels, ladies and gentlemen. That's just the way it's gonna be. What a while. What a while that took. Good God. Those guys just weren't having it. Take on a host. I guess, you know, I say that they're bad, and the next thing you know, I'm taking out a host and his summon successively. Just like, oh yeah, whatever, no big deal. All right, let's see what else we can get. Let's go back over to the lakes. The lakes is normally pretty busy around this, what it was, we're at 50 plus 6. Yeah, 50 plus 6. The 6 being the highest weapon upgrade. You normally get some. I know it sounds stupid from the beginning, but you know, not being able to invade the moment we get there. But hey, we got our first invasion and we won it, so that feels pretty good. But unfortunately, you get a lot of DCs, you get a lot of ganks, you get a lot of hunters, you get a lot of cheaters. That's just the way it's going to be. Even on PS5, you're not going to see the normal type cheats, but you're going to see people with like altered saves, back stats, things like that. It's going to happen, and it's going to be upsetting. I have a feeling Karian Retaliation will be very useful here. Unless he, you know, throws rocks. Keeps getting in my face, and I keep feeling he's... Yeah, there it is. I was like, this guy's got Slicer. And now we're going to have a Hunter. So now it's a 3-way gank, because Miyazaki just hates invaders. Hates invaders. Hates them. They hate us. They hate us. They hate us. They hate us. They said, I don't like any of you. I do like this Hunter, though. That's a rare thing for me to say, by the way. I don't normally say that, but this dude came in and said, I'm basically just, I'm ready to rock. Look at this man. He's like, I'm ready to rock. Look at that range. The range I have is so bad, I might as well be just using fists. Look at that. Look how bad that is, sir. I'm going to get you. Was that worth it? Maybe. Now he's poisoned. Oh, host. How are we doing, host? Host is now Scarlet Rotted and poisoned. Woo! But this is basically invasions. If you don't know, this is it. If you were confused and you said to yourself, man, I wish Dragon would show invasions, there it is. However, with the host so badly... Whoa. They disappeared immediately. That was weird. With the host Scarlet Rotted, he might actually die anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I could have handled that a lot better, but I was being chased down by a hunter who was naked with Cestus, and I'm actually very proud of him. I'm very proud of that hunter because the man came in going, you know what? If it's gonna be a gank every time, I might as well do something fun. And he came in just butt ass naked with Cestus, and that pressure was what allowed the rest of the guys to do the big damage on me, and I got bled. So there you go. But we have an immediate new invasion, and every new invasion is new. So go for it. Oh, we have a buddy here switching out weapons. I'm surprised that actually didn't poison him. That did. That hurt my feelings. Oh! I thought that was going to get me. Alright, this host is a little clueless, or I'm lagging, or something. So this is going to be the battle of the jumping attacks. Is what this is going to be. So that range, any other weapon. Any other weapon! So if you keep doing that, I'm going to kill your friend. Sir, I'm gonna get you. This guy can actually fix himself because he's like level 10,000. So we're gonna work on that very soon. Nope. Oh. Oh. I just wanted to scare the host off. Just a moment. Just a moment. Now they're trying to poison me. Oh, how the tables have turned. And you don't even get like a very good like swing range either. So you just end up having this problem a lot. Like even he just kind of walked around the fact I did a jumping attack. That's mine now. All right, your buddy's gone. It's just me now. Oh no. Oh, you poor bastard. Oh, you poor man. He's just trying to slug it out. No, that's it for you. I'm sorry. Everything was going your way for a moment, and then Karia retaliation. And also, yes, you can Karia retaliate a whole lot of weapon arts in this game. If it's a standard projectile, you can do it. And most dudes they just eat shit and die. And I'm sorry, but that's invasions. Invasions are a no holds bar, no rules. It's going to be a shit show for everybody involved, and you're gonna have a bad time. Karia retaliation is just 100% broken at the moment. But the alternative is just get spammed on with magic. That's the alternative. And that's not a fun alternative. I don't like that alternative. Because magic in this game is super strong. You make one mistake, you're about to lose, you know, a third of your health with every hit. It sucks. It hurts real bad, and so you just use it. They're going to use it on you. Remember that. You're going to be in those invasions, and you're going to be like, yeah, I'm going to try not to be too scummy, and then everyone's going to scum you, and you're going to be like, oh, damn. I should have just used the thing. If I had just used the thing, that fight could have gone different. Excuse me. I don't know what that old school shit was, but I liked it. Oh, this man's ready. This man's ready. He's got items. This man, his buddy muled some shit over to him. He's like, man, I love this. Oh, don't do it. Well, you're already. Oh, he got the parry, but he freaked out. Oh. A little late on that one. This is what invasions used to look like, but now they decided they hate invaders, so this doesn't have it anymore. Now, unfortunately, I can't actually, I can't do what I want to do, and that is backstab his parry as a punish. I can't do that. I can do this. Sorry, man. I'm sorry about that. You're already poisoned and all that, so, you know. That's the way it is. This is what invasion should look like, but instead they decided that you can only invade people who have a bunch of friends. But then again, when an experienced player invades a host who's just trying to get through the game, that normally means death for a lot of different reasons. Nope, attempting to invade another world again. If I don't get like an immediate thing, I normally just pop out. We could try to defend the Moon Veil from being picked up. We can do that. I remember with this character, I picked up the Moon Veil in this tunnel just, you know, to discard it. I hate that thing so much. Oh, look at that. We can possibly defend the Moon Veil if we're not just disconnected. Hooray. And we're still in, you know, red Florida, so we're still on brand. If the lakes weren't so popular, I probably wouldn't invade there, but the lakes are popular for summons. But this is what invasions are. Invasions are being an asshole, one way or another. They have not begun their trek into the mine. Let's see what the Dex build who wants to run the Moon Veil looks like. 7. Trouble here. Is he dead? No, that was the other guy who disconnected the moment he died. Yes, this is the Dex build right here. Yeah, you shouldn't be fat rolling. Don't do that. Don't fat roll, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it. There is absolutely as soon as I killed the host, somehow, some way, we're disconnected. What a shock. Listen, if you're watching this now and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, it's not a big deal if I fat roll in PvE or any of that, don't do it. Because the moment you have a summon and you get invaded, your fat roll means death. There is no situation in the game where you should be fat rolling at all. Don't do it. Quick PvP tip there for the rest of you. What I thought was obvious is not as obvious as one would think. Hello, big group of people. Dear God, you are laggy. You're not. Whoa, whoa, that was instant, friend. I don't appreciate anything that's happening here. He's just gonna go through the door. No! I can't stop him. I can't. He's just going right through the door. I can't stop him. There's nothing I can do. Just walked right through it. Thank you. Thank you, game, for giving me that. You can't stop him. Can't stop him. They won't stop him. I can't believe how many invasions I'm getting in here. Trying to guard the Moon Veil from being picked up. Oh, man. If I could guard Rivers of Blood, I'd do that too, but, you know, you can't. As you can see, this is a much more casual video because it's invasions, and invasions are very casual, so you're not going to win them all, you're not going to be able to stop them all, you're going to go through the trouble. I think, actually, these dudes are trying, probably getting the cross Naginata over here. Yeah, they are. Hello. Yes, I see you. You're not stealthed. Where's your host? His colossal level. Ah. Pop a bump. Give him the business. Oh God, that hit me. I thought I would get that. This guy's been invaded before. He knows he just kind of has to get in my face. And unfortunately, I can't just, you know, if I had a katana, it would be easy to just double wield into him, but I don't. I'm using strength weapons. Oh, you have... Oh, dear. You have no health at all, do you? Oh, I'm so scared. Your magic is so scary. I can't parry that, by the way. You cannot parry two-handed colossal weapons. And I've not seen anybody parry one-handed colossal weapons. Well, there goes your buddy. Oh my god, an actual backstab. Live on camera. Can you believe it? Can you believe it, chat? Live. In front of your eyes. You hit me. Oh. I don't know why I tried to parry there. I wasn't going to get it. Boom. Big damage from Glintstone Pebble weapon art. Oh, he is having the worst time. Oh, the poor man. Well, GG. No Moonveil for you. Of course, I'm actually not sure that character was going for a Moonveil. I'm pretty sure that wasn't a Moonveil character running around with a colossal weapon that I think takes 40 strength. It's 30 or 40. I mean, that thing takes a lot. So, of course, he was two-handing it, so you never know. Another one. I can't believe we're getting plenty of invasions. Shows you how popular that dumbass katana is. Fantastic. Unbelievable. Let's see what we got. Spawn me in here, of all places. Actually, this is the first time I've ever been spawned in the octopus room. Oh. Making their way through. We've got, yeah, there's the Dex character. There's the Strength character. Oh! I thought you were lagging. Yep, there's the Dex one. I wonder which one of these dudes wants the Moonveil. I tried to roll there and it didn't happen. Man, you do damage, don't you, friend? Oh, we're crouch catching? Unpunishable? Oh my god. Your buddy does not concern me. God, you do a lot of damage. Of course, I don't have, like, the best armor in the world. I'm pretty sure I rolled that one. Or I started to. Yeah, sorry, you can't just backstab me anymore. That's not a thing in the game. What is that? Surprisingly enough. I want to make it stink in here. I'm the stinky man. You're poisoned. And you don't even care. You just rolled right into it because you know you've got the damage. You know you have it. And you've got the items. So, you know. Got the host there. Surprisingly, I wasn't really super going for it. Oh! They actually attacked me. I don't think we're going to win this one. That summon actually knows a little bit of what they're doing. And I can't punish them because they're just giving in to me. Yes, that's right. Stink for me. Oh no. And then yeah. See, this is the other issue with invasions, is like with jumping attacks and other things in this game that are very good at punishing pretty much anything. I know, I see you. Don't worry. Oh, but was it good enough? I don't know. Maybe not. And the range there is piss poor, so I'm just feeling bad for it. The best decision I can make now is running away. Look, I don't even get to punish that. That's how bad the range is on these things. So you're just gonna feel bad forever. The best thing I can do now is just kind of drop down here. That's the best thing I can do. But at the end of the day, it's probably not gonna go well for me. Yeah. That dude actually gets run out of healing, but it's over. That guy gets his Moonveil. His super summon with his super damage came in. Another issue is summon scaling in invasions. A lot of you have probably noticed that, but there's going to be summons that just do tons of damage to you. And you're not going to be reciprocating that kind of damage. It's just not going to happen. Especially if you're trying to use a fun build. But again, it's hard to complain about it when you're the one invading, because you're the one who was like, you know, you're coming into their world to kill them. And it's hard to be like, oh, this is so OP or this or that, or there's so many issues with this and this. Like, yeah, the biggest issue I have is like connections and disconnects that seem to happen way more often than they should. Because players just really aren't punished for it. So they can either DC themselves, and then of course the internet can also, the netcode can just decide, no, fuck you, and it's over. So if you go into an invasion and one dude just starts spamming Dragon Breath spells and you can't punish them because they've got friends, you're dead. I mean, that's just all there is to it. So we're gonna have a 3-way fight here, 1v3. And we got Bloodhound step, as per usual. Go ahead. Come on now. That dude just got heavily scaled down. You shouldn't have done that. Okay. I don't really know what's happening there. Speaking of netcode, that dude is neither dead. I mean, that's what was. I don't know what that was. He just took the hit and then what? Huh? Anyone want to explain that to me? Anyone at all? You want to throw some more shit at? Come on. That wasn't a parry because the game. What are we doing now? Probably thought, yeah, you're stuck now. Of course, they've got brass shields, which are, in fact, one of the strongest things in the game. I don't get the punish there. Come on, dude. I'm literally it's just me. Okay, he's definitely rotted now. They're rotted. They're going for it. Yep, brass shield with barricade. Not surprising. I have a tendency to focus hosts. Whoa! We're going to have to look at that at some point after I'm done with the recording there. I am pretty sure I just multi-hit them by jumping onto the enemy and then coming down. And because it designated me as falling, it was just multiple hitbox. I'm pretty sure I just multi-hit the host there. I'm pretty sure that just happened. That was sick. I mean, not intended. I'm not even pretend that was on purpose. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do a jumping attack. And then boom, 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 boom. I'm pretty sure that's just what happened. Everything fell apart for that group all of a sudden. I am freaking out. All right, this dude's just going to walk, so no reason to not even move. By the way, helpful tip for all you invaders out there. You are invincible for like a good 5 seconds when you spawn in until you start moving around. So if there's a bunch of dudes just, you know, smacking up on you, you can find an opening to get out of there. You can do that. I'm actually shocked by the number of invasions I am getting in this little place. Not too bad, not too shabby. We'll go over to the lakes in a few minutes here, and I'll be in a much better open area. Well, of course, then you get this. This happens a lot. I'll invade in, and it's just connection error. Maybe they died before I got there. Maybe they quit the game. I don't know what they did. But it happens far more than you would expect it to. Let's pop over to the lakes. I know I'm getting invasions here, but it's kind of dark. It's kind of hard to see what you're doing. But yeah, these hammers, they're fun. They're a fun weapon. Are they good? No. No, the ant spurs basically do everything they do, but better. Other than, I guess, stagger. That's about it. But yeah, they have a high build-up. And I guess you could say power sensing them gives you a higher build-up than, say, all the other things. But what are we looking at here? Well, we've got a TTV, do we? Is that Bloodhound Step Whips? Looks like Bloodhound Step Whips. That's what it looks like. Which is, by the way, not punishable. And then you get this. And he has the longest range in the game, and I have the smallest range in the game. So we're gonna be. Look at that, balanced, balanced, baby, balanced, baby. I love it, and I've already got all of that. Oh, we're tonguing, are we? Look at that, balanced, baby. It's not properly punishable. Oh, you know what? That's mine now. Damn. I was really, really hoping that I could do that here. I was really hoping. Because he's gonna get it now. And there's Rivers. You know, just for posterity. There's Rivers. I don't think you're much without your summon. I'm not gonna lie. And you're still not poisoned. And there goes the bloody finger because Rivers of Blood. So there are a number of people, and I know a few of them, who have decided that it's really funny to tongue on invaders and then just like gank them with the best weapons in the game. Like that's really funny to some people. Yeah, I'm gonna get bled so bad. He's gonna Rivers. Yeah, he's gonna Rivers of Blood. By the way, we're in 1.03. Rivers of Blood is a free win, and oh, and he's got two of them. Of course he does. So they're using the Taunter's Tongue to gank invaders who could be 30, 40, 50 levels under them. I don't know the numbers exactly for that, but it is a constant thing. And they think it's really, really funny. And or some of them think that it's just, yeah, it's a fair matchup, but it's obviously just not. Nothing is a fair matchup when you invade anyway, because the host is in super favor. There are some of you out there who believe, oh yeah, the invaders come in and they're such assholes and they always have advantage. If you think that invaders have advantage, you're a crazy person. Just straight up. You can summon in people who are 200, 300, 400 levels above you and just annihilate anybody, because the scaling is awful in this game. Like, you could just annihilate anybody who invades. Plus, with hunters constantly coming in, you also get healing when your buddies die, which makes no sense. Yeah, I saw that. I see that there. I'm not stupid. Yeah, I know you're there. Yeah, that's not gonna play. Oh. Man, does anybody use straight swords in this game or any? No, it's just katanas. It's Rivers of Blood. I'm getting goated. For some of you who have been like, oh, I don't know how to deal with it. How do you deal with the goat? What do you do when you're at the goat? Yeah, this guy's in the corner. I'm not having a good time. And now he's rotted. You're dead. GG. You will be dead soon. To my poison, no less. Oh, yes. GG. But you know, if guys who use Taunter's Tongue and they want to run Rivers of Blood, like that's something that like you guys are just gonna have to deal with if you're invading. Invading is just Rivers of Blood. Like, you're gonna get Rivers of Blood. Part of me wants to use Rivers of Blood, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, they're gonna patch that, and I'm not gonna learn anything using it, because when they patch that fucking weapon, there's gonna be so many fucking tears, and it's gonna be so great of all the people who can't get wins anymore without Rivers of Blood. And it's going to be just magical. I don't super care about Moonveil. I think it does too much damage, but it's not like this infinite stun lock bullshit because of how much bleed and stagger it does. It's just insane. Absolutely insane. Man, you're aggro as hell. I didn't do it. Oh, Reduvia. I love status so much in this game. Yeah, do it again. Yeah, do it again. Yeah, do that again, please. Really? Bad timing on my part, I guess. You guys want a status spam? Actually, I'm not even sure if you can parry those skulls. We're gonna find out. You sure can. Now your friends is dead. Kari retaliation, everybody. You spam fucking status shit on me, I'm gonna Kari in you. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. If I'm not a nasty man in Invasions, people will be nasty on me. That's just what's gonna happen. Every day of the week. Every day. I kind of wanted to shoot at the summon, though, and then just fight out the host, but the host was too close and got hit. I can't control where those swords go. I can only control when they show up. Oh, dear. Yeah, see, you're invincible for a little while. Yeah, hey, how you doing? Oh. I don't particularly enjoy our first interaction. That was a mean thing that you just did to me. I find it rude. So here. Go ahead, do it again. Get flask up. Get the flask. Flask up. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give me the good old ambush shard. Give it to me. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, you're getting me. Oh, it hurts. See you. Good old ambush shard. So your overleveled summon is dead. Now there is just me. I am Scarlet Rotted. And you have no health. Ambush shard. Yeah. You know how your buddy Scarlet Rot me? You know what I can do? Oh. You know what I can do? You see how I I just walk around that? Go ahead, use the scythe. Go ahead. Strike me. Or not. Or just die. Give up. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. Good old ambush shard, everybody. But yeah, that is also another thing. If you're not using Bloodhound Step, the dragon spells can 100% proc you. You're going to get hit by them if you're not using Bloodhound Step because you can't roll through it. And even if there was a window for it, it's so consistent that you're gonna latency is probably just gonna stop it from happening. But there doesn't seem to be a window for rolling through those. Which is why you can use Bloodhound Step and have infinite fucking iframes. You can do that all day. Invading. A very frustrating experience, but it's the way it is. Oh dear. I will try not to retaliate. I will try not to. Unless you spam like crazy on me. It is a gank. I'm being ganked. You don't have a choice. There is no... That was really good spacing on my part. That is the only time you're going to see that. But jumping attacks being what they are, I'm not going to Kari in. I'm not going to Kari in. I'm not spamming it. I'm surprised you're not. You know, walk right in there. That's... Walk into my stink. Go right ahead. Oh, you do a lot of damage. I didn't get the catch. I really wanted the catch there. I could have done anything else, but I decided I wanted the catch. I wanted to catch. Sir, keep walking up on me. I'm going to pretend that I'm really good at parrying and then parry you. I can't really tell which one's the host. I'm pretty sure it's him, because I didn't read the name. Ow! That was a lot of fucking damage. And surprising from someone who's using that weapon. Ow! That was a lot of fucking damage. You're gonna make me do it. Overleveled summon with your crazy damage. I'm sorry. It has to be this way. You must be taught that you can't just do that. You have to be taught. Neither one of you is. You're gonna have to melee me. You really like to. Ah, that was way too late. That would have been sick though. But that was way too late. Pretty sure this one's the host. No, couldn't space it. Can trade that. One of the things that really gets on my nerves is when they rotate in and outwards. That's something that just just fight me. I know it's scary when I'm targeted onto you. I know that. I know you're scared that evil, super scary invader host is coming. But this rotate in and out shit is just annoying as hell. Like, fight me or don't. Look at this, see? Uh-oh, invader looked at me. I'm running away. I'm scared. I'm scared of invader. Invader's scary to me. Only when he's not looking will I do anything at all. Look! Guys, you look like total bitches when you do this. I'm sorry. You just look... This shit's hard fucking enough. I'm already at a disadvantage. You're 2v1ing me. And you get away with it. Oh my god, the triple stagger there. Outrageous. Yeah, I'm gonna be dead now. Yeah, I'm dead. I go for a Hail Mary. Can't Hail Mary a jumping attack. That's unpunishable. So there you go. There's some tips for dealing with invaders. Just rotate in and out with your summons over and over again and run away anytime he looks at you, and then you will be fine. If you play like you're really, really scared of me, you will do fine. That's what you can do. Instead of engaging in any way that has meaning, you can do that. You can do that. You can have it. As you can see, invading is a frustrating experience, but that's just what it is. It is a frustrating experience. You're going to run into over-leveled phantoms that do crazy amounts of damage. You're going to eventually run into cheaters, but that's its own thing. You weren't going to win that anyway, so no use complaining about it. And if you're using a build that's not meta, you're going to die. A lot. And you just have to take a deep breath and say, you know what? I did invade. It's not a duel. I invaded. I invaded. That's the way it's going to be. And that's just the way it is. And some things will never change. I actually only hit him once there. Oh, is that Rivers? That sure was. Oh, I thought he was lagging out there. He was stuck on a post. Man, this dude is 8 times the bleed, but you're using Rivers, so I'm gonna curry in it. Can't curry in that. I don't even know why I tried that. That was stupid. So what, you got Bloody Slash, Reduvia, Rivers of Blood. At least I thought it was Rivers of Blood. Maybe it was just Reduvia being shot at me. I don't know yet. You know what? Here. Let's do this. No, I guess it was just Bloody Slash. It's not Rivers. My man's like, you're not gonna poison me, asshole. I'm gonna use the thing. Also, here we go. Not only are you gone, don't fat roll, people. Don't do it. Ow. Those weren't parries? That's shocking. I'm gonna bleed here. But I rolled through it, so we're good. My man wants to power stance with this. That wasn't a parry either? Like, are you kidding me? What latency is this man on? Oh. Poisoned and the rot. Good jump, actually. Called out my parry. That was nice. But now you're dead. GG. If you wanted to make these a little bit more effective, I would imagine putting Frost on them with the Scarlet Rot would be better. Because Frost and Blade are obviously a good idea. But I wouldn't, I don't know. It seems like it defeats the purpose of what I'm doing here to do that. So, you know, I'm trying to do something a little bit non-meta and see if we can get the status to go down the way I want it to. I don't care about the souls. They can have that. That's theirs. That's all theirs. And invasions, I tend to win more often than not, but it's still just a very frustrating experience. And then sometimes, it always kind of goes one way or the other. Either I get just totally stomped, or yeah, we're not doing this. That's up there. They're up there. I don't know why it spawns me here. Whenever they're down here, I spawn up there. Whenever I'm up there, they spawn down here, and then I get to use this super useful item that doesn't actually help me. Oh, look at this. It actually did it one time. One time it helped me. All right, fine. Just rack that up on the times I can count. All right, what do we got? Yeah, hello. That's actually the first dude to gesture at me. And I got hit for it, so go figure. That dude's using Vikes? Guy's got Vikes Thunderbolt. I don't know what that was. Well, at least his host is watching. If I had lightning damage, my man would not exist. What are we doing there, host? Are we gonna watch this fight, or are we? Oh, I would have tried to backstab there. But him falling down knocked me over. That wasn't a parry either, which is also super shocking. Now we're playing super passively. Oh. I don't know what this is like supposed to be. Oh my god. That hurt. I'm not gonna heal until he heals. That was a lot of damage. And Bloodhound step, right? Okay. Because I want iframes for all the time. That was dangerous. He hasn't been poisoned either. Anybody notice that? That got him. Excuse me. Host. Are we... Got him. Whew! Now you. No, we're not doing We're not doing butt slam. That's not gonna happen. Oh, you heal. Oh, okay. I got you. Host is allowed to heal. Okay. See you, man. Thanks for playing. There we go. Hey, we actually got like a duel and an invasion. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. I cannot believe that. That is 100% a shock to me. But there it is. Hour-long video, whichever. It'll be up, you know, when it gets up. But there it is. This is what we're doing. There's the fashion and all that. I'm gonna throw this page up instead, just because it's there. What I would recommend with these weapons, an offhand to make up for the fact that your range is as long as a bee's dick. You do damage. You will get the status effects that will happen as long as you can hit them. It's more of a fun thing to do, but it is more something that I don't know. It works at certain levels. I think I may have gone too high on this one. I think if you want to use Scarlet Rot on something in a serious manner, I would just use the Ant Spurs. They're better. There's also the Crystal Rot Spears. Excuse me. And they're okay, but they're somber weapons, and these are not. And neither are the Ant Spurs. The somber weapons in this game cannot be infused, so you, A, don't get any cool weapon arts on them, and B, you can't give them any other status effects, and so it's just Scarlet Rot, and that's it, and also they have mediocre damage. So I don't know. I wouldn't... They're okay. They'd probably be good at like low level and getting people to panic, but they're whatever. But if you really want to do Scarlet Rot, the Ant Spurs are the way to go. There really is no alternative to it when it comes to, you know, I want to win, so I'm going to use those. Use them. That's what it is. But for big bashing, this would be it. Bashing D's nuts, these are the weapons. These are fun. You can put some cool weapon arts on them. And like I said, they would be a lot more effective, I think, if I wasn't using poison. But the whole point was to show off the dual stacking on that. But, you know, not that we got around to it very much. So there's that. There's the invasions. There they are. Thank you guys for watching. And hopefully you guys will have yourselves a good one and won't be as having such a frustrating experience at invasions in a month when all of the status stuff is nerfed and also Rivers of Blood is just thrown out the fucking window because, oh my god. Either way, have yourselves a good one and goodbye.